In Imperial year 1181, the new Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, led a strategic assault against the monastery at Garreg Mach. Though her own losses were great, her foes had no choice but to surrender. Archbishop Rhea commanded the Knights of Seros, leading from the front lines against the Imperial army. After a hard-fought battle, she was forced to retreat to Ferdinand, the capital of Fargus, where she must now plan her next move. With this single attack, the Adrestian Empire officially launched its offensive against the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Leicester Alliance. The unification of Odlin has begun. Part 2. Crimson Flower. Ethereal Moon. Beyond Escape. It is Imperial year 1185. Half a decade has passed since Emperor Edelgard ascended the Imperial throne, yet the continent of Fodlan still remains lost in a tempest of turmoil and bloodshed. In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, King Dimitri has welcomed Archbishop Rhea and her knights, who were driven out of Garreg Mach to the kingdom capital. As they work to build a unified front, the war with the Empire rages on to the west. Meanwhile, Claude, leader of the Alliance, staves off Imperial intervention by strategically stirring up conflicts between Leicester lords in an effort to feign neutrality. As events unfold, Edelgard and her Black Eagle strike force begin to take action in an attempt to break the war's current state of deadlock.
You. How long do you intend to sleep? Your body is awake. Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon those legs of yours. Like so much rain, a pool of blood has fallen to the ground. As spears and arrows pierce the earth, it weeps. And even now, it weeps. In order to survive, they kill. And so the people of this world are lost in an abyss of suffering. They weep as well. The only one who truly knows the nature of such things is I. Or rather, you.
Who?
Excuse me? Are you saying you have forgotten who I am? How dare you? Get on your feet. Right now. I'll coddle you no more. You are just like a child, always needing me to hold your hand.
Hey, are you awake?
Where am I?
We're in a village at the base of the monastery. What are you doing in a place like this? I honestly didn't expect to find someone floating away down the river. Garreg Mach is upstream of here, but that place was abandoned.
Wait, what do you mean?
Huh? You don't know? The Church of Seros isn't there anymore. Though, there have been some folks still living there in the 5 years since... well, you know. Regardless, the Imperial Army has taken over now.
5 years? Wait, what year is it?
Are you feeling alright? You didn't hit your head or anything, did you? It's the ethereal moon of the year 1185. It's been nearly 5 years since the monastery fell. Tomorrow was supposed to be the Millennium Festival, but who's got time to think about things like that?
The Millennium Festival.
Yeah, that's what I said. But with the war and the Archbishop still missing it all, I doubt there's a soul to be found who has enough blessings worth counting. Hey, slow down, will ya? Where do you think you're going?
To the monastery.
Are you crazy? The Imperial Army is there. Come on, I promise I won't say you're a coward. Just forget about going anywhere near the monastery. You just remember I tried to stop you. Got it? It's not on my conscience if you wind up dead.
My students are waiting for me, so there's no need to worry.
Students? You really are crazy, aren't you? There aren't any kids anywhere near that place anymore. Unbelievable.
"5 years ago to the day. If things had continued on as they were, today would have been the Millennium Festival." Halt! Who's there? It can't be. Professor? Is it really you? But I searched everywhere and never found a trace. My teacher. What have you been doing all this time? Where have you been?
I'm sorry, I was sleeping.
Joking? At a time like this? You do realize it's been 5 years since you disappeared. Do you have any idea how guilty I felt? How broken my heart was? I searched high and low after you vanished. Although there was no proof, I somehow knew you were alive. All this time, I led everyone as best I could, and fought with all my heart. It's been a difficult path to walk alone. Welcome back, my teacher. I'm so happy that you're safe. 5 years. Such a short time, but it feels like an eternity ago. Do you still feel the way you did all those years ago? You said then that you would fight at my side no matter how many enemies we should amass. As for me, my resolve has not faltered. I'm determined as ever to see this through to the end. I will defeat the false goddess. I will save this world from those creatures and give humanity its freedom back. So, my teacher, are you prepared to stand with me?
I am.
I thank you. Truly. Now then, I assume you understand the situation at hand, yes?
I really was asleep all this time, so...
Another joke? Or are you telling the truth? I suppose you must be. In that case, I'll tell you all that has transpired as you slumbered these past 5 years. And that is where we are now. The war is at a stalemate. Dimitri is the new king of Fargus. It's clear that his territory will continue to support the church. Meanwhile, Claude's leadership has thrown the Alliance into chaos. He maintains neutrality in their internal conflict. The situation has created a deadlock. We've been awaiting an opportunity for our squadron to return to the monastery. With you in the fray, I believe the state of the war will shift immediately. The church, as well as the kingdom and the Alliance. The time has come to eliminate them all.
The Church of Seros?
Rhea, Sedith, the Knights, and the others are in prime condition. They've set up their base within the kingdom capital. The Immaculate One and her family have yet to fight on the front lines. However, we must eventually face and defeat them. It would mean a great deal to have you with us when the time comes. Good. Well then, I believe it's time for a little reunion. The Black Eagle Strike Force never lost faith. They knew you were alive and have been awaiting your return. Let's not keep them waiting any longer.
Each unit has grown over the past 5 years, and so you should check their classes and their weapons. Jeritza will now work together with you.
Well now, that face is certainly familiar. I am glad to see you alive and well, Professor.
Professor! It's me, Bernie! Do you remember me? I can't believe you're here!
I can't believe it! Is this a dream? Can we really be this lucky?
This is not dreaming. Our professor is with us again. Welcome to the back. I mean, welcome back.
Our group isn't the same without you. I am overjoyed to see you again.
It's been so long. Seeing you again fills my heart with hope.
Great, now everything will be easy. That's great you're safe, Professor. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
Quite the reunion, isn't it, Professor? Everyone's happy to see you.
Come on, Edelgard. You must be happier than all of us combined. She took it really hard when you disappeared, Professor.
Of course, we did our very best in your absence, and there was never a day that we doubted you would return to us.
Edelgard has been leading us as Emperor. But after you disappeared, it became apparent that you were her anchor.
It gives me regret to be admitting this, but our power is not enough. The only one who can be meeting Edelgard's expectations is you, Professor.
Most impressive of all is your uncanny ability to bring a smile to everyone's face.
In the years since you vanished, we have not lost anyone from our ranks.
We all longed for your presence and your leadership, myself included.
It seems fitting to view this as a new beginning for the Black Eagle Strike Force. We already have our target.
Yes, we must eliminate the Alliance before moving on to fight the Kingdom and the Church. However, that doesn't necessarily mean we must occupy the entirety of the Alliance. House Rican stands against the Empire. Therefore, our target is Deirdre, the aquatic capital.
We must cross the Aramid River, which separates the Empire and the Alliance. To do that, we must take the largest bridge across it. The Great Bridge of Myrden. Myrden connects the Monastery and the Imperial capital to the east. It is the shortest route there.
An Alliance stronghold has been built at the Great Bridge. We'll take that and then head north. At the same time, we must defeat the one who defends it, Judith von Daphne. If we can also take control of Daphnel territory, it would be greatly beneficial to us. Prepare yourselves. The next battle will be a momentous one. Join me, my friends, as we begin our journey to bring peace and solace to this war-ravaged world. Standing tall, I see.
Edelgard, hello. What do you think of this horse? An equine marvel, no? Look how intelligent he is. You can see it in his face. Certainly much smarter than your horse.
Oh, what a lovely bloom.
Behold, Edelgard. Do you see this blood-red bloom? This is much more impressive than the pale little sprigs you have there. And as I'm sure you know, redness symbolizes courage and strength.
Ferdinand, stop. I can't believe you're wasting my time with a petty one-sided rivalry.
What are you complaining about? You told me not to publish my pamphlet, and I complied.
I've had enough of your foolish antics. Very well. I will grant you the duel you so desperately desire. But when I win, you must forfeit the right to bother me with your ridiculousness. Forever. Do we have a deal?
Ah, so you'll fight me after all? Wonderful. To battle, then! All right, Edelgard. Have at me!
As you wish. Ha!
It only took you one blow? How?
I can't afford to hold back against an opponent like you. I led with my fastest, strongest strike.
Fastest and strongest? You're just flattering me. I have been defeated. Utterly. I cannot believe I was foolish enough to challenge such a plainly superior opponent.
The difference in our skill level is not so great as all that. If you had taken the first strike, you might have won. That's why I didn't give you the chance.
I do not think talent is what separates us so much as readiness. I had not the faintest idea of what to expect from a real duel. I was playing, but you were not. That such an ill-prepared noble would think to challenge you? It is laughable.
Ferdinand.
Show them this letter. Threaten them. Do what you must. Now go.
Yes, sir. Hubert, that letter. Is that what I think it was?
I suppose there's no denying it.
But Edelgard...
explicitly forbade me to send it. Yes, I know.
I cannot believe it! You disobeyed a direct order? I thought you were her loyal aide.
Unwaveringly. All that I do for her. I seem to recall you expressing a similar sentiment. It is our role to guide her when she is on the wrong course of action. Is that not what you said?
You're not supposed to do it in secret. When you disagree with your leader, you must voice your concerns directly. Otherwise, what is the point?
The point is the same. Lady Edelgard's best interests are served whether she knows it or not. She needs not trouble herself with the mundane details of my actions. Only results matter.
You are sorely misguided. When I believe that Edelgard is making a mistake, I tell her as much. Through discussing the matter, I sometimes find that I was mistaken. To skip that process, to make a decision that is not yours to make.
Perhaps your advice is simply useless then.
Excuse me?
Listen to yourself. If I do as Lady Edelgard requires, then you tell me to be more independent. But if I tread my own path, I am misguided. I suppose the fault is mine for expecting any useful advice to come out of your mouth.
Ugh, I have had enough of your grousing. To think, I started to believe you were a useful aid.
Ferdinand.
Huh? Ah, Petra. Is there something I can help you with?
No, I am not needing help. I was just thinking that you look lonely.
Lonely? In wartime? Hardly. I am too busy trying to survive to feel lonely. But once we have survived, what will you do with yourself, Petra? Return to your home? Edelgard said she would like you to ascend the throne in Brigid, to ensure good relations between the nations.
Yes. My plan is to be returning home. But if Brigid and Fodlan can be friendly, I will be able to have visits whenever I choose. Maybe it is even possible for me to be living in Fodlan.
Live in Fodlan? Do you not want to go back to your homeland?
I do have the hope of returning one day, but Fodlan is also like a homeland to me now. I came to Fodlan 9 years ago. I have been living half of my life here. My family is living in Brigid, but in Fodlan, I have new family and new friends.
New family? I am glad to hear you feel that way about us, Petra. In that case, we will have to make sure that none of us die. We do not want to lose anyone in the family.
Yes, we will be winning, and you will not be dying.
Ha! Do not worry. I do not intend to die. I have some things to do when the war is over.
Things?
Yes. You and I can be the link between Fodlan and Brigid.
Oh.
Okay, I have to confess. I fibbed a little. About not being lonely. When this war ends, I will be quite lonely indeed. If you go back to Brigid.
Is that a truth?
I have just made a decision. I will work as an ambassador, improving relations between our people. Whether you are in Brigid or Fodlan, I will be there too. Then both places can move forward together in eternal friendship. We ought to join forces and make that a reality. Do you not agree?
You have my gratitude, Ferdinand. All of it. I have loneliness just like you. But your words gave me great happiness. Please do what you are saying, and be a bridge for Fodlan and Brigid.
You can count on me. We will keep at it, and one day...
Yes, one day, we will be seeing that future.
Hello, Bern.
Oh no, what did I do this time? Did I offend you? Is this your revenge?
No, not at all. I just want to talk.
If you promise not to resort to violence, I'll do whatever you want.
Bern, I've just been worried about you, that's all. When I said I was your friend, you ran away, saying something about your father. Remember?
Vaguely?
I know you've lived through some bad times. If you could tell me about it, maybe I could help?
Oh, I don't know.
Please. Your father's not here now. Whatever it is, you're safe to tell me.
All right. My parents told me never to befriend a commoner. They said commoners are scum, and that they'd crush any that tried to come near me.
Hang on, scum? They called me... commoners. They called us scum?
Yeah, But once, a long time ago, I did secretly make friends with one. A boy. When my father found out about him, he disappeared the very next day. I heard he was found beaten half to death. I never saw him again. Since then, I've been terrified of making friends with anyone, commoners especially.
I never knew that kind of thing really happened. You hear stories, sure, but... Oh, Bern, I'm so sorry. I'm proud to be your commoner friend.
Dorothea!
Hey now, relax. There's nothing to bawl about. If your dad tried to beat me up, I'd return the favor and then some.
Return the favor?
When I was in the opera, you better believe I had run-ins with the most wicked, terrible men. I survived kidnappings, attempted murders, all kinds of stuff. But you know what? I broke those guys' arms. Snap! It was a thank you for all the trouble they went through trying to hurt me.
You're incredible, Dorothea.
So, now that you know I can defend myself, can we be friends, Bern?
All right. Yeah.
Caspar, how have you been?
Oh, Shamir. I've been... normal. Yep, totally normal.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything's normal.
Then you should try to act like it. If something is bothering you, say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm disappointed, Caspar. I thought you were the type to always speak your mind.
Alright, fine. You got me. Truth is that I heard something about you. I heard you fought in the battle between the Empire and Dagda.
Yes. And?
And I heard that you maybe lost someone important in that battle.
Perhaps. What's your point?
No point. Not trying to make a point. I just didn't know you were involved in all that. I was hoping we could be friends, but you fought against the Empire. You obviously have every reason to hate them, so I'm sure you don't want me around.
What does my past have to do with you?
My father was responsible for a lot of what happened to the Dagdans.
Are you responsible for your father's actions?
Well, no, but kinda. I know I wasn't there, but I gotta...
Bring them back.
Huh?
If you're responsible, then bring back the lives that were lost. If you can't, then spare me your pity.
But...
Yesterday's enemy is today's ally. You have to abandon old feuds. Only then can you face me as a friend.
This may seem a bit sudden, but I want to thank you, Professor. That is, for letting me live my life the way I want. I've noticed you've been giving me fewer of those soul-revealing gazes lately. I appreciate you making an effort to not trouble yourself over who I spend my time with. Well, of course. Did you think I wouldn't notice? It's kind of sweet in its own way. Professor, may I tell you a story about when I was younger? I was an orphan, living in the back alleys of Enbar, until one day I was overheard singing. That was when my new life began. I was suddenly a songstress in the Mittelfrank Opera Company. Performers, nobility. I met so many people. But none of them ever really knew me. I was just some young, pretty girl who could sing. A spectacle to be admired. Even though everyone praised my looks and my voice, and they showered me with gifts, I knew one day I'd be old. My looks would fade, my voice would change. I wouldn't sound the same. And I started to wonder, when I did get old, what would I have left? I'd be old, alone, and back on the streets of the capital, right where I'd started.
you can never be certain about what the future will bring. I never had much to begin with in life, and I worry that one day I'll be that way again. That's why I keep searching for someone who will love me. Someone unaware of the songstress, who can love a girl that used to be scared and alone on the streets of the capital. I wonder if such a strange person can even exist.
Take that! Yes, I am in a hurry. Edelgard claims victory after victory. She never stops. 5 years ago, she ascended the throne and swept away the corrupt nobles, my father included. I always thought I would be the one to unseat him. But she did it instead, with all the ease and indifference of someone cracking an egg. Now, as the head of House Eyre, I serve Edelgard. I have to accept that I am her subordinate, working beneath her to reunify Fodlan. The disparity between Edelgard and myself is obvious. She never stops moving forward, single-minded, never wavering. But where does that leave me? Here, flailing about, going nowhere, contributing nothing. But it is. That is the reality. Not once since our days at the Academy have I exceeded Edelgard's abilities. I saw her as a worthy opponent. She did not even see me as a contender. She did not even consider me at all. As the head of the noble House Eyre, I must be able to achieve results. But all my efforts have come to nothing. Results are everything. I have not shown results, so I will be stagnating here forever. I appreciate your kind words, but you are wrong. I know that I have a massive wall to climb, and I must climb it alone. Even so, may I ask a favor? Professor, please keep an eye on my progress. I would appreciate if you were always by my side, bearing witness to my accomplishments.
Hey, Professor, something's been bothering me. Remember that suspicious guy I chased after back when I was a student? A knight scolded me for it, but at the time I really thought I was doing the right thing. Now that I've had more experience on the battlefield, though...
I've been looking for you. There isn't much time, so I'll keep this brief. The knights encountered a band of brigands while out marching. It was hard fought, but we prevailed. Our soldiers are highly trained, but the enemy was formidable, and we weren't expecting combat. There were a number of casualties among our troops. There is something I wanted to bring to your attention. The brigands all bore identical tattoos of a scorpion on their arms. Please, keep an eye out for that mark in the future.
Oh no.
Don't mention it. If you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my duties.
Heck of a coincidence, right? As soon as I mention that suspicious guy, this happens. But some of the knights died in combat. They died because of what I did 5 years ago. This is my fault. If I'd stayed quiet and tracked the guy down like you said, we would have stopped those brigands sooner, and I wouldn't have blood on my hands. But he probably wouldn't have. Now those knights, they're not coming back. We both know it. This is all my fault.
Professor, please do not be concerned. I just did too much overworking and lost my strength. Yes, I have no problems. Accept my apology for giving you worry. I have sorrow. I am sorry to be fainting at a time like this. Even though I was not asking for your care and attention, you gave it willingly. I am thinking that is incorrect. Will you have a listen to me? There is something that I must be saying. I am thinking you already have knowledge of why I came to Fodlan. Not for studying, but as a hostage for the Empire. So that Bridget would not be rebelling anymore. It feels like a knife against my throat. That I am making my grandfather obey the Empire. Because I am a hostage, it is not an option to be giving up. I must be fighting, and winning, and staying alive. I must do anything to be making life better for Bridget. To be making Bridget and the Empire stand as equals. That is what my people are wanting from me. And what my grandfather, the King of Bridget, is wanting. My want? I am not knowing of that. The wants of my people are something I have power to achieve. Their wants are my own. How I really feel. I have understanding. Wait, no, I actually do not have understanding. Yet. What I am understanding is that there is something I am not understanding. Before the war is over, I will have understanding. That you can be counting on.
Nice place, isn't it, Professor? Standing here, you can almost feel the goddess's absence. Discounting what dwells within you, of course. Do you think some punishment would rain down from the sky if this monastery were to be destroyed? Of course not. Even if the so-called Immaculate One came back here for revenge, that would only be a result of this war, not the work of a deity. If it is between love and hate, then I would choose the latter. The goddess failed to properly govern this world. That is why it is necessary for Lady Edelgard to become the supreme leader of Fodlan. Those with power must use it wisely. Is that not a teaching of the Church of Seros? It's absurd to preach to others what you cannot practice yourself. Yes. It is our humanity that pushes us to step up and take the lead should the need arise. That is not the case for inhuman creatures with lifespans well beyond our own. We must fight to preserve what makes us human. You are the one closest to the enemy. I wonder if you will be able to maintain your humanity to the end. Does that mean you know I will do what must be done? You must trust me a great deal. I've already dedicated my life to Lady Edelgard. To throw my lot in with you is inconceivable. But if I had 2 lives to give, I might devote one of them to you. We could be a couplet of birds, flying alongside the sovereign of Black Eagles.
I can't believe how long it's been since I left home. Since I was dragged out of the house, I mean. 5 whole years. It's weird to think about. No. But if you'd asked me that 5 years ago, I'd have said the opposite. I have friends here, and I have you. The monastery's become a second home to me. Back then, I never would have dreamed a day like this would come. It's all thanks to you. You've given me a second chance at life. If not for you, I never would have gotten used to leaving my room, let alone the monastery. Maybe the battlefields just dulled my senses. I'm much better with strangers and new places now, though. I don't panic nearly as much as before. A new place? All on my own? That sounds like a tough assignment. Where did this come from all of a sudden? Hey, hold on. You're teasing me, aren't you? Please don't joke around like that anymore. It's torture for me. You're still not taking me seriously.
I mean it. Promise me you won't do that again. Friends respect each other's feelings, don't they? Good. I'll hold you to that. You're absolutely not allowed to send me out anywhere on my own. Got it? You would need to come with me. If you're with me, I can go anywhere in the world. No, that defeats the purpose. Why can't you get what I'm saying? Oh, that's enough. I need some time alone.
What's the matter? Not hungry? I am partaking in some sweet delights. Is there a problem? Yes. I am a person too. What I eat is nobody's business but my own. If you need something, spit it out. My ice cream is melting. Perhaps after I finish devouring this treat. I am. And I am not. At the moment, I am Jeritza von Hrim. The Emperor and the army know me only as the Death Knight, but he is merely an illusion. A demon who resides in my heart. He is not me. Not who I am at my core. He thrives and feasts upon blood, death, suffering. So while I sit here eating, I prefer to just be myself. Jeritza, I would like to be who I truly am. I am incapable of enjoying my dessert with you gawking at me like that. I have no further words for you. Go.
Alright, after a bunch of supports, because we're starting off with the second half. Hello, I'm Jog, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time, we attacked the church, and, well, during the attack, we fell off a cliff, went to a coma for 5 years, and now we're back. And it seems like we have a mission for us, straight from Empress, or Emperor, I'm pretty sure it should be Empress Edelgard herself, the Great Bridge Coup. The Black Eagle Strike Force has an unexpected encounter with someone said to have died years prior. Amidst the joy, your forces prepare to invade Alliance territory.
The newly crowned king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Dimitri, has declared fealty to the Church of Seiros and is raising an army in preparation for all-out war with the Empire. As leader of the Alliance, Claude maintains a facade of neutrality amidst infighting between those who support and those who oppose the Empire. Meanwhile, the Black Eagle Strike Force plans to capture Alliance territory before Edelgard takes the war to the Kingdom and the Church of Seiros. With sights set on capturing Deirdre at the center of House Regan's territory, she leads a march across the Great Bridge of Myrddin to establish a bridgehead.
The Great Bridge Coup, Crimson Flower, Chapter 13, Beyond Escape.
We're about to commence our attack on the Great Bridge of Myrddin. But first, allow me a moment of your time.
What do you need?
It is something that I can only ask of you. Listen well. It concerns Lady Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire, Lord Arundel. Although he is currently cooperating with Her Majesty, he maintains his own sizable military troops. It seems to me that his plans differ from our own. I assume you recall a certain group's scheming from 5 years ago? Solon and Kranya. They both served Lord Arundel.
So he must be dealt with.
Professor, I understand how you must be feeling, considering what they did to your father. I know it must be foul to even consider cooperating with their kind. However, their power is essential for us at present. Edelgard also strongly opposed the idea at first. Our enemy is the Church of Seros itself. It cannot be toppled with the Empire's might alone. Those working under Lord Arundel are extremely hostile toward the Church. And the enemy of our enemy is... well, I think you sufficiently understand by now.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Until all of Fodlan is united, it is a necessary evil. As for how we deal with him afterward, time will tell. Regardless, Her Majesty and I wish to join our power with yours. You should know that in her heart, Her Majesty regards that group as enemies of herself and her family. They used her father, the former emperor, as a puppet, and murdered her siblings with their vile experimentation. I believe Her Majesty may have told you some of this herself. That is why this was a very painful decision for her to make. I will do all I can to ensure her suffering is not in vain. And I hope I can count on you to do the same. As for all I have told you, please keep it in mind as we march forward. More importantly, I implore you to fight as best you can for Edelgard. From the bottom of my heart, I beg this of you.
Alright, we must defeat the enemy commander. 11 of us, 22 of them. We are split up into 2 groups. So I'll just say the north and the south, or the east and the west. The commander would be Judas, right over here. I want to say, she is essentially the right-hand woman of Claude. She has a rapier and a hexlock shield. +2 to the physical defense, +4 to medical resistance, but weighs 5. We also got Ignatz with a brave bow. See if there's anybody else of note. Alright, nobody else of notable standing. However, that does not mean this will be everybody. It is very likely that the Alliance will be getting support down the line. There's also 2 treasure chests. One all the way over here. And one over here. Alongside a ballista, so how about I get my units set up and we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, there's a fair amount of grapplers I've noticed, alongside some archers, which I do have to be careful considering 3 of my people are flying units. On this top-hand side, I got Jeritza, who's joining us, who has the adjacent of Mercedes, Ferdinand, Yuri with... Actually, who do I have? Edelgard has Constance. Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I have Yuri and Bernadetta, who's gonna come over here, open up this chest alongside using this ballista. And down here we got, well, pretty much everybody else. Caspar, Petra, Lindhart, Edelgard, Byleth, Hubert, and Dorothea. To pretty much just, well, for lack of a better word, march forward and try to take the enemy head on. And considering there's more room over this way, I'm going to assume, again, there's probably going to be enemy reinforcements. So, let's just get this battle started. Defeat the enemy commander.
We'll be capturing the Great Bridge of Murden, a key strategic location of the Leicester Alliance. Claude will surely be sending reinforcements, so we must prevail before they arrive.
Our opponent is Judith, the so-called hero of Daphnel. We can handle her, so long as we don't get careless.
The boy said to run if I was in danger, but I could never do that. I'll hold out until reinforcements arrive.
Alright.
What's my strategy?
I'll cut up.
I said there seems to be a fair amount of fist fighters. Something to keep in mind. Alright, I saw the battle limit. And we can now lay them on for this one, considering all characters have brand new looks and everything else. After a 5-year, not hiatus, but after a 5-year absence. You can come over this way, you can wait. A little bit worried about Caspar over there. Hopefully he'll be okay. Worst case scenario, well, I can either rewind time or just move on without him.
Won't be in vain.
I would prefer not to. You are just short. Well,
Fighting.
I think I'd rather have Edelgard go if she could. Oh no, not that. Oh, forgot about that. Oh well. Not worried about it, it's not the end of the world. You, however, can get rid of this guy. Yeah, that guy's strong if he was able to actually damage Edelgard with all of her defense. Constance, congratulations on leveling up. No offense, but while I do care, at the same time I don't.
Sweet of you. I will prevail.
Let me just check. Yeah, because you can hit me from there. Okay, that's fine, though. Petra can come right over this way, and you can just dismount to get rid of that. Blah, 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 blah. Get rid of that weakness. And for this top side...
Ready for anything.
I hope so. This likely won't be easy.
Understood.
It's so odd having the Death Knight now as my ally.
I do this for all of us.
I'm in.
Alright, now let's see what the enemy has for us. Ah! Unlucky hit. Yeah, that went about as expected. You can't hurt her when she's got a giant freaking shield blocking her. Oh, come on, Caspar, you need the dodge. Not gonna lie, the spinning crit was nice, but... I'm just trying to lure you in, Dorothea. Don't fall for it. Surprised he didn't attack. Honestly, I didn't think about that. That could have gone very bad if he actually decided to actually fist fight. It didn't work the first time. Why the hell did you think it would work the second? I don't know. Edelgard, Health, Magic, and Charm. Surprised you got Magic. Ah, you're just barely off. Oh well. You're not gonna use Deadeye. I think that'd be going a little too far. As for you... Wow, you can kill this guy in one shot. Oh, you also have Magic. Ooh, forgot about that. Because the Death Knight's his own unique class, so let's not waste the good... let's not waste his good special spear.
Child's play.
Yeah, Jeritza has a lot of stuff going on for him. He has a lot of stats and a lot of abilities to start off with.
I live.
So a pretty good unit to get if you ask me. At least to start things off with. Alright, well that side was the easy side. Don't get too cocky, those were the easy ones. And I'm gonna say let's get rid of you. Because personally I find grapplers tend to be a little bit more annoying to hit. Good job, Lindhart, level 27. Magic and speed,
I admire you.
I will not lie, that could have been better. Can I get rid of you? No. If I had a silver, maybe, but probably even not even that. Alright.
With all of my might.
Ooh!
Not for myself, for everyone.
You're making me look bad.
Alright, I shall take care of you myself. You see, Caspar, that's how you dodge. Police level 35, strength and dex. No, not your best. Could have been better, but it also could have been worse, so... acceptable. Alright, let's be gone!
Her will demands it.
Thunder! Thunder! Thunder!
It's win or die.
Oh, 1! You need 1 point of experience. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I'm fine with this, because you can just bring this guy down. The mace won't kill him one go. Oh, special axe will, but no thank you. I don't want to waste good equipment if I don't have to. Oh, the Quest of Flame to activate. I forgot about that one as well. How are you swinging that axe? That does not look right.
I do not tolerate obstacles.
Ooh, that was a good one. Okay, Caspar. I'll have you come over here, because you have Healing Focus, which is honestly a very, very good grappling ability.
I am helping Claude build the future of Fodlan.
Ooh! Forgot Brave Bow, so he can hit twice. Well, if he's lucky, 4 times. Yeah, Glass is over here showing that he's not a pushover. Now, if you, if you had befriended any students up to a certain rank, I believe it's of a B rank support, then, or if you had actually acquired them, because not all units that you acquire will actually stay with you when everything changes.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Judith. We're the reinforcements.
If you defeat them with Byleth, you can recruit them again.
Put up with orders from that false leader.
Enemy reinforcements. We didn't finish in time. Don't let them secure the bullet.
Trust me, I'm trying not to. Matter of fact... Oh, no, I meant to... God dang it, I just button mashed. Okay, gotta be careful because of archers. That's fine. You can dismount. And get rid of this guy. Ugh, that hit harder than I hoped. Or would have liked.
There's no reason I should die in this place. It's time for me to return home.
Did he literally show up just to leave? Wow. You kill one guy and he's like, well, I saw all I need to. I was gonna say the Silver Sword's all I got that can actually get rid of him in one go, so... And a dodge, good job. Yoi, level 29. Health, Strength, Dex, Luck, Resistance, and Charm. Defense would have helped out a little bit there, but I will take that. I have to take that, so shut up me. Okay, I am going to dismount and attack. Sadly for you, you don't have the ability to counter. Well, you don't have close counter.
The future of Fodlan in Edelgard's hands. If you're allied with the Empire, I have no choice but to fight you. I should have known this would happen.
Okay, move it along, folks. Oh, did that not go on until after I hit a button? There we go. Didn't hit a button. But it will go on for a while. Thanks for the bow.
Ignatz, damn it. Such a good kid. He died too young.
Such as the awful aspects of war. Okay. I would really like to heal him up, but I also want to try and get rid of some of these people first, so... gotta be well, never mind. I don't have to be careful because you die in one blast. Unless I missed.
Hardly worth the effort.
Hubert, level 28. Strength and Charm. That was a very sucky level up. I am sorry. I am not going to lie. I am not going to sugarcoat it. That sucked. I could do a meteor, but that would just be a waste considering she's just going to get healed. Because I'm 85% sure she's on a heal tile. So...
Winning is what matters.
There we go. Now you level up to 30. Dorothea. Health and Charm. Okay, I am being pretty powerful, so... I won't cry too much. No, she's on a neutral floor tile. Oh, okay. Again, not good enough to get rid of him in one blow. At least, like, on the first strike. Let's see if I can get a critical. Nope, okay. Dang.
My heart burns with pride.
Bad luck. Bad ONG, whatever you want to call it.
Can't pull back yet.
Well, let's not waste the gloves. If I can just... Sure you can! Well, not even. With it.
Attack at your own risk.
Yeah, sure you can.
You are impressive.
Edelgard, you're at 29. He's at 27. My apologies, but I would like to give Lindhart the experience. I know he'll also get healing experience coming up, but, like, still. He's the lowest leveled. Gotta be careful, because that, rapier of hers is strong against armored units, so, yes. Jeritza's the only one left, and... well, unless somebody else shows up... it might be fine.
This is it. Claude, I'm sorry. I couldn't defend the bridge. All who are able, retreat!
Retreat?
Don't let her escape. If we can take her out now, the Daphnal territory will be ours. That will allow us to march safely through the Alliance.
All of your units fall in battle, or the enemy commander reaches the target destination. Ooh! Can dodge a 70% chance to get hit, but I can't get a 30% chance to get a crit. Alright. Well, let's finish you guys off first. One silver axe. Ooh. Nice! Ferdinand, level 31. Health, dex, speed, and defense.
Good work.
Also another jump slash.
I'll follow your example.
Alright, some mustard gauntlets. Thank you, but no thank you. I can arm the thing, but I can't actually hit anybody. They're too far away. Until they get closer, that is. Alright. Jeritza, you can come over here, because they won't be able to do a dang thing to you. Hubert, you're gonna come over here for that chest. Although you can... just heal. We don't need recovery, man. We don't... I don't need you to go all out. Alright, I would say it's time to get back on my Pegasus. Okay, thankfully I can mount and still move, which is perfect. She will come after me, apparently. I'm gonna say probably exited out, but we can see what happens. I will keep my iron just because the extra attack, and it's not as bad as the attack speed or the evasion, so just gonna have you wait. Actually, I could... Nah. Bye-bye.
Will this ever end?
She truly does not wish for this fighting. Alright, Caspar, get yourself healed.
Put me in there.
Stop marching forward.
Remain cautious.
Alright, ride your mount and move forward. Edelgard yourself. I guess you can come over this way. And Bernie, I'm sorry, just gonna wait. You're not gonna get, like, any love in this mission. Oh no! 0 damage! Anyway, so I just started slashing. Okay, yeah. So they might just flee if given the chance.
Foolish.
Jeritza, level 28. Health, strength, magic, speed, defense. I'm surprised by how low his defense is. I say low, like I expect it to be high. I expect it to be 30. Alright, well you guys are kind of no use to me. You can wait. What did I give you? You have lines of lances. I don't think that'll stop her from moving, is the problem. Also, I will trade with you this chest key for that Vulnerary. Increase your support. Let's see what's inside this chest. It is a Bow of Zoltan, which is a special weapon. Magnificent bow forged by the legendary artist of Zoltan. There's also swords and the like of Zoltan as well. It's just... well, when you got them, you got them. When you don't, you don't.
I will prevail.
Gambit, group lance attack. Again, I say again. This will work. It will work. It's just... I just want to make sure I try... oh. I stop her advances. Never mind, I missed. You... will hurt, but not kill. You can just wait, because this will lower her... lower? This will impede her movements. Alright.
A flawless plan.
Ow, that hurt. Wouldn't really call that flawless. Alright, let's get rid of her if possible. Yes, I have exactly enough. Okay. That being said, how about we have some other people get in some fun? You... actually, no, never mind on that one. You heal yourself up.
Need a hand?
I have a plan.
Good job, Petra. It's a gambit boost, but they don't have any real synergy, so... not a high chance to hit, but I hit nonetheless. God dang. Jeritza. Let's see, Arrested Sword, yay. And, well, other than that thing over there that I'm not getting, let's just get this over with.
like I'm done for. Claude, I'm sorry.
Byleth level 36. Health, Dex, Luck, Resistance, and Charm. And her Hexlock shield. I'll put that in the convoy for now.
Alliance soldiers, Judith has fallen. Further conflict is futile. If you surrender, your lives will be spared. Lay down your weapons immediately.
Stage complete, the Great Bridge Coup.
You have all fought well. With this victory, we now have a foothold in the Alliance. The Imperial Army will cross the Aramid River and push the front lines forward. The fight will continue, but do not allow that to stop you from taking pride in our hard-won victory.
Ah, this should put a stop to one of Edelgard's choice phrases. Well done, Professor. I believe it was, if only the Professor were here, we could forge ahead and change the tides of this war.
Ferdinand, it is not necessary to tell the Professor such things.
We're not the only ones benefiting. The whole Imperial Army is stronger now.
Yes, it seems the Empire finally has both of its legs to stand on. Don't you agree?
You make it sound as though I can't run the Empire on my own. Perhaps it's more apt to say that the Pegasus has recovered its horn.
Judith of Daphne. What a magnificent warrior. I'm happy to have the Professor back just like old times, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this cruel exchange of lives.
When there is something you must not be conceding, you must keep fighting. The fighting has been continuing for 5 years. But now I am again witnessing the Professor's power.
I hate fighting. But with the Professor here, maybe it's slightly less terrible? Oh, but everyone is working so hard! Stop it, Bernie. You can't be the only one complaining.
I'm glad to see everyone so inspired. It seems the reappearance of the Professor has done much to raise your morale.
Do you not feel the same, Hubert? Come now, be honest with yourself. Now, we must take advantage of the situation and blaze ahead. Our path is still a long way.